Oh, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, episode 31
31,
of
man.
the Gary and Harry Show, proudly brought to you by the Alex Broadcasting Company and Power 108.9, episode 31 in the building.
31 flavors. Not 21 flavors. 31 flavors.
Most famous number 31 you could think of?
Reggie Miller.
Yes, sir.
Reggie Miller. That's got to be Reggie. And let's see if we want to just pull names out of it.
Shane Battier for the Heat.
Shane Battier, there you go. Priest Holmes.
Ooh.
Priest Holmes.
Okay.
I'm a big fan of Priest Holmes back in those days. Yeah, 31.
Not bad, right?
31 reasons.
Couldn't do without you, Mike. Episode
Yes, sir.
31. We appreciate
All the
you.
way in there. Absolutely. How you been, brother?
Good. I think this is our first one since like mid-March last year, so basically
Yeah.
like a month away. But
Yeah.
obviously grinding for baseball season, and
Yep.
I hate the word grinding. I shouldn't have used that.
Well,
But you know,
it happens.
working.
Yeah, absolutely. Just baseball season is officially in full swing now.
Yeah, we obviously all got the sad news this morning.
Yeah, breaking
But-
news this morning.
But before we bury him, because obviously he'll
Yeah.
be back. He's very young. He's 22, 23
Yes.
years old.
Yes.
Wishing obviously Strider the best, but this now gives the young
Oh,
prospects.
Yeah. Step up time.
Like someone's got to, I hate to quote the former WWE guy, grab the brass ring.
Yeah, for real.
But you, Elder, Ian Anderson,
This is Elder's
Huskar,
second chance
Noah,
for sure. Yeah.
AJ Smith-Sharver,
Yep.
everybody has a chance.
Waldrop might even get a chance to come up.
It'll be
Young-
sooner than you think.
Young stud,
Yeah.
right? Vines got brought up immediately this time.
Mike, how you feel about, what'd you call him?
BB and CC and Mario Winans.
Geppetto, one and done.
Yeah, man, that was a tough one for him. It was a tough one. I mean, he did. I remember him last year coming in, doing a couple spot starts. Was it?
Colorado and
Yeah.
just like the places that nobody wants to pitch.
Yeah.
It's like, I appreciate you taking the tough assignments, but at the end of the day, maybe work on a little bit more, you know?
It's tough, man. It's tough.
And he's not young, so
No, he's not. He's not. So, but like you say, Elder definitely gets another shot at some point.
has to.
He
right?
gets another shot. Enoa,
Mhm.
I felt like Enoa a few years ago was doing just fine until he had that his fit in the dugout and broke his hand.
Yeah, kids.
He was doing fine.
just, it doesn't matter how heated you get. Don't punch a brick wall. The
Don't
brick
do
wall
it.
usually wins.
It's gonna win every time. Something's gonna go wrong for you at that point. It's just gonna happen.
Especially your pitching hand.
Yeah,
Like,
like
come
what are you
on.
doing? You can't be that upset. Like you can't be that upset.
Even if you are, just learn to take it out on a cooler or something else.
I'd rather you go Goldberg or something and go hit a locker with your head or something than do that as a pitcher.
I don't recommend this.
I don't recommend it either. I'm just saying I'd rather you do that than go hit with your pitching hand to the wall.
You have to protect your money maker.
Exactly.
and unfortunately.
Exactly. And like you say, Smith-Sharver, but like I say, I'm actually excited about that rookie, man. If he makes it up faster than we think he will,
Hurston Waltrip.
yes,
Yeah.
I like him, and we'll see what happens, man. But shout out to Spencer, get well soon. But to keep it going, let's get it off my chest. One of my favorite players ever got a statue yesterday,
Okay.
Allen Iverson.
Mhm.
Okay, true enough, they gave him a statue. He deserved one in Philly. He was Philly basketball for forever. Besides Dr. J and now Embiid, but Iverson's Philly basketball, right?
Okay.
Did you see it? Did you see the size of it?
No.
It looks. He could look. You could put it on this table, and it's right here. Like that's how small it is. You could just grab it, almost like a Heisman, and it's literally it's small, bro. I was like, what?
They gave him a Heisman Trophy.
It might as well say it is compared to other NBA legends who have statues.
Outside of an arena?
It's not really outside. I think they're gonna put it inside somewhere because it's that small, bro. Like he literally, it was
So
sitting on a
It's just a
platform.
championship trophy. basically.
It was sitting on a platform. He unveiled it and could look at it and was touching it. Like it's like here. It's like this size.
He unveiled it?
Yeah, he pulled it off, and it was a big,
Did
a
he
big
look
thing.
disappointed
No, he got emotional actually.
because of how embarrassing it is?
I don't know, bro.
Damn, that's messed up.
I was like, what is that?
As soon as you were saying it, I got excited because I was immediately thinking, like, what iconic pose of Allen Iverson
The
would you
crossover,
have?
it was perfect.
It has to be, right?
It was the crossover. It was up here,
Everybody would like the step over.
and
but
he had the headband on with the braids.
Had to
Like
be,
it
right?
was,
that's how
bro.
everyone remembers
The
it.
statue itself was perfect the way they did it, but it was literally it's bite size
2
compared
foot.
to other one, bro. It's so small,
Where are you going with my statue? Normally statues don't move, so I didn't know you could take it
bro.
with you.
I was so mad. Like everybody saying he got tried. Like, I feel like he did. They tried him.
Yes, obviously. The answer is
Absolutely,
yes.
you got to see it, bro. You got to see it. You
That's
have to see
embarrassing,
it.
man.
And it's oh, there we go. Mike got you.
Mike, am I allowed to turn? I know you're trying to go. Am I allowed?
He got you. It's up there. That is look how small it is, bro. It's very small. And
That's
and they
messed
give
up.
and they give angles on it to try to make it look bigger. Like no, it's
You shooting him like a WWE wrestler?
Yes,
Like,
bro.
going-
Yes.
Messed
So
up.
I had to get that off my chest because it's one of my favorite players of all time. I'm talking about I had everything, Iverson. I had the headbands, I had the jerseys,
Yeah, I mean, he was,
I had the shoes. I bought a new pair of the shoes just because they were selling them again. Like Iverson was my guy, man.
he was basically one of the main reasons And One started.
Yes,
So that's
that-
embarrassing that they would
It's
do that.
embarrassing, bro. The killer crossover,
Yeah, you deserve better.
the
than that.
answer,
Yeah.
and you do that to him. I was upset. I was
Definitely.
upset, man.
You've earned better.
And then for as long as it took for them to retire his jersey, like they always have had a love-hate relationship
Sure.
with him. It took forever for them to do that.
How messed up would it be though? Because it was just Denver, right? He didn't really play anywhere else.
Not really. I think it was the other team he went to. He was in Denver, and that's where he was playing. Of course, he had young Melo.
But after seeing what Philly did to him, how messed up would it be that Denver gives him the full size statue?
that would
just
be
for nothing.
just for doing
to
it.
play games. I would.
It's sad. I said that's ridiculous, bro. All right, another part to get it off my chest. Do you have anything for it? I got a couple today. So
No, I just wanted to actually go kind of interactive. I don't know if people saw it on social media, but I posted the old Nintendo 64 console,
yeah.
and I said first game that comes to mind.
Oh, Mario Kart.
Right. Okay. So obviously some of the top answers would be.
I know one of them you're gonna say for sure.
Well, no, I mean everyone has a bunch of different answers. There's no wrong answer, but I just wanted to get everyone's opinion on it. Mine, because I'm different, is Turok.
Yeah.
If you remember.
What? Turok was awesome.
Right.
Yes.
Everyone so far has answered. Sorry, I'm just struggling pulling it up right now.
I know.
GoldenEye,
I
of
was just
course.
gonna say GoldenEye is gonna definitely be. on there.
Ken Griffey Baseball.
Yep.
Super Mario World 64.
Mm-hmm. Super Smash Brothers. I'm calling that one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hamby just chimed in. Appreciate you, Hamby. Blitz 2000, Tony
Yeah.
Hawk Pro Skater 2,
Yep.
Super Smash, in that order, he says.
Yeah. What's the other one? Star Fox.
WrestleMania 2000,
Yep.
Road Rash.
Yep, that was a good one. Oh, WCW NWO Revenge.
There you go. Right.
That was the one right there.
So, ladies and gentlemen,
64,
obviously, if
hey,
you
that
can
Nintendo 64
see
is
it,
legit.
but the old school
Hey
console,
man,
just feel free to
shout out to
chime
my
in.
cousins that usually tell me that we watching the show. Summertime, man. During those days,
Oh yeah,
up for days at a time.
all the
Days.
all the memes that you see online now, where it's like there's nothing better than the '90s, where you just ordered some pizza, you're playing, wrestling's about to come on.
Yes.
Like those are the days.
Oh man, the days. That 64 is insane.
Feel free to chime in though if you guys want to interact and just let us know for the N64 console, what's the first thing that comes to mind, or your favorite. What was your favorite?
that's yeah.
It's good. You're the one that usually comes up with the topics. I
Yeah,
just
that
felt
was a good one.
inspired. I
That
wanted
was a
to
good one.
join the game.
That was a good one, man. That's legit. Now,
But-
shout out to the Sega Dreamcast as well. Dreamcast.
The-
Shout out
the
to
ultimate
Dreamcast.
The ultimate spin stick.
Yes.
Where you're playing like 2K football or something.
Yes.
Somebody just hits the stick real quick. You're
Yeah.
like, bro, that's not. It's not a real move.
Shout out to it.
Ryan Beasley, come on up if you ever get the opportunity.
Yeah. Make it on up here.
But no, nothing to get off my chest, man.
That's just yeah. I like
chilling.
it. I like it.
So birthday coming up, so I'm chilling.
NCAA basketball is over now. How'd you feel about the tournament? Well, women and men, because the women's side set records this year around.
Oh, I'm very proud of them for
Yeah.
viewership and everything.
Yeah.
I just hope they find that future superstar, because it seems like
Oh,
every couple of years, it takes a dip.
I think I got one already behind Caitlin already, ready to go.
Who you got?
Juju at USC.
Heard?
Juju, oh my goodness, last name it just blew, it just vanished just like that. But she is a monster. She scored more points as a freshman at USC than Cheryl Miller, okay, and more points as a freshman than Caitlin Clark. So I feel like she's the next.
What number she wear?
She wears number 32, I believe.
Heard.
I think she wears number 32. But she is legit, man. She is legit as a freshman, and she's going to be one of those dogs, and USC is going to be around for the next 3 years while she's there.
Okay.
She's legit. But shout out to Caitlin Clark. Now, this whole GOAT debate as far as best female player ever. Have you heard this debate?
Here we go.
Okay, right.
Yeah.
So how do you feel about that?
She's too young, man. Like, great college career. Good
Yeah,
for you.
absolutely.
But, now.
Okay, GOAT college player. You even give that? Nah, because you didn't win a ring.
I get it because of the scoring.
Yeah.
Let's not start the ring conversation because that's going to go down a rabbit hole. Of,
I'm just saying, just to
but-
name a few.
I do agree it plays a importance of
Yeah.
How successful you were in your college career,
Mhm.
but a bucket,
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
obviously-
Can't take that from her.
Right. So still give her that respect at the end of the day, but I would say a candidate for Mount Rushmore,
Sure.
but I'm not going to give you one overall.
No, I can't either because it's too many. Like I said, just name a few. We're talking Cheryl Miller, Diana Taurasi, Brianna Stewart, Candace Parker. Like,
Maya Moore.
Maya Moore.
Like,
Come on,
there's
man.
some women that
Yeah.
have won 3 out of 4 national championships.
Now, true enough, giving it to her, doing it at Iowa, where it's not the same talent as a Tennessee or UConn or, something like that around it, but they still had a good team.
I get the argument, but that just means that it's not as an established program, right?
Exactly.
And you can't beat time. So it's just like
Yep.
to say she's the greatest of all time. No, because she still has a body of work Olympically and professionally to put together. Olympically, is that a word? It sounded weird when I said it. Sorry. But you know what I'm trying
Yeah.
to say, that it's going to take some time. You're again, I'll give it to her. She's, again, probably the greatest scorer, but like you said, didn't win one.
She didn't, and that's what for me made it to be like, well, that's definitely gonna take her out of the conversation as one of the greats as far as the GOAT conversation, but because she didn't win one. But like you say, Mount Rushmore, but as far as scoring and being a lightning rod for women's basketball,
I would say elevating it to the next level for sure.
let's see, Josh says Juju and Buchers from UConn coming back for her senior year. So those are the two that's gonna kind of ride that way.
Thank you, Josh.
For the next ones coming through. Once again, one more last thing, and then we'll move on to the NFL.
Okay.
Give us a little talk about what we got going on there.
You know, mock it up.
Yeah,
Mock it.
a little check C real quick. Rest in peace to one of the greatest running backs to ever live, and it got forgotten that he was a running back.
Uh-oh. I thought we were going to wait for Ryan on this one.
Oh well, we can.
Yeah, we're going to have to wait.
We're gonna have to wait. We're gonna have to wait for it on that one. But that's a teaser. We'll come back to that.
Oh, no, I was just saying
Are you
because it
gonna-
looks like she's stuck.
Oh
But-
yeah. We'll tease that one. But rest in peace.
Careful now. Careful now. You know me. I'll start firing jokes if you want.
That's what I want.
Yeah. All right, well, then we'll save it. We'll save it till she gets here. Make her feel uncomfortable.
Okay, so we'll go back to it, but that can lead us into our football segment.
Sure, yeah. Good.
Let's
there you
do
go.
it.
There
Let's
you
do it. Lead us into our football segment. Now, this has been a great offseason. It's been very exciting, right?
Keeps getting better and better.
It's getting better and better, man. So now we got the draft, about 2 weeks away? It's the
April
20
26, 27, 28.
Yeah, that's a Thursday, right?
Mhm.
Yep. Once again, genius of the NFL. They always find a way to extend it and make it very easy to watch.
It's a year-round sport.
It is, man.
Let's be honest.
It is. How you feeling about your offseason? Who you think had the best offseason so far and the worst offseason so far?
The pessimist in me would say the Dolphins had the worst offseason because of how much we lost.
Yeah, okay.
And then the only good news that came out of it was like, you've earned all the compensatory picks you can earn. It's like, why does that make me feel good? That means everyone left us.
Yeah, that means you're pulling picks from here and there.
And we don't get those until 2025, you know?
True.
So, Mike is on the way, Ryan.
Yes, he is.
But no, I would say the best offseason is obviously Houston, right?
Yeah. Yes, absolutely.
I wouldn't
Hands
say
down.
obviously, but like
I'm close to obviously.
they've had a very good
Yes, they have.
offseason, right?
Very, very well done.
I do kind of feel bad though because some of those receivers are going to get buried and lost in translation, you know?
Well, I mean, they have a big three to it now, right? So,
yeah, but like similar to Green Bay, where Jordan Love was throwing like to 5 different receivers,
Yes,
and they were all like
yes.
first and second year guys.
yes,
Stroud is going to be throwing to 5 or 6 different dudes,
Yeah.
and eventually a couple of them are going to get buried.
yeah. I think the cream of that crop would be Diggs, of course, Tank Dell, Nico Collins,
Mhm.
and then they'll have the tight end Schultz,
Mhm.
and now with a very good running back in. Why did you draw a blank?
Mixon?
Yes, Joe Mixon, who they just traded for. They have all the pieces, man.
They still have John Minchie the
Yeah.
third. They still have Brevin Jordan as a
Yeah.
backup tight end. Like they have weapons.
They are stacked.
But again, there's only one ball. So
It is, but I think that kind of saves CJ from a sophomore slump, right? The all the weapons around him. I don't see a sophomore
I wouldn't
slump.
say save, but it definitely takes away any excuse of
Yeah,
not having offensive
absolutely.
talent
Yeah.
supporting you.
With that being something that saves him, I think the ceiling got even higher with the additions of him.
Oh,
truly
expectations?
yeah,
100%.
absolutely,
100%.
From what they have now. So,
You were up 21-0 on the Chiefs, headed towards the divisional round. At minimum, I would say now is you're expecting to go to the AFC Championship.
I was going to say AFC Championship or it's a disappointment because that defense is still going to be there. They added to the defense. Still got D'Amico over there coaching that defense and the team who I feel like he very easily could have won Coach of the Year.
Should have won.
But, yeah, I feel like he should have. But
Who they give it to again?
Stefanski got
No,
it.
hell
man.
no.
Yeah, that's his second one.
We were even arguing this last time, saying that it should have been probably between D'Amico Ryans and Campbell. How,
Absolutely.
Stefanski, because
Yep.
he did something with nothing.
Basically. Yeah, basically it's pretty much the reason. That is pretty much the reason. And so with that being said, we'll take that for what it is with Houston and say, hey, they have all the expectations of any up-and-coming team that's out there this year.
Houston, great offseason so far.
Right.
Who else?
Worst offseason, I have to say Buffalo.
Oh, man, they are.
I have to say Buffalo.
I don't want to say imploding, but
Yeah, it's bad, man.
yeah, it's not doing well.
Ryan. Hello. Welcome. Hello. But they defensively, offensively, I feel like with Josh Allen now, if you think he's that guy, right? If you feel like he is that guy, you have to do something Mahomes-like to where you don't have any weapons. The defense is iffy, can do stuff here and there. But if you are that guy, 10 wins, 10, 11 wins needs to be in the forecast if you are who they say you are.
Shout out to RyanBeasley.com for most of your smell good needs. I was just going to give you an opportunity to scare the shit out of you. For most of your smell good needs, visit RyanBeasley.com. Promo code GHS10. Welcome to the building. Spicy Pits.
We're
Stay
waiting on you
tuned.
for a little for a
Stay
topic,
tuned.
by the way.
It's about to get a lot worse.
Yeah.
Stay tuned.
No, not your picks. They probably, they will, because of the conversation. We were waiting on you.
This
for
sweaty
it.
armpit moment is brought to you by.
So
Off season.
yes,
Yeah.
but yeah, Buffalo. So I feel like I say, if Josh Allen is who you,
Imploding.
if he says if he's that guy, like I say, he has to show me something.
So real talk, they obviously lost Gabe Davis in free agency.
Mm-hmm.
They traded away Stephon Diggs.
Mm-hmm.
Can you name their number one receiver right now?
Ooh, what is his name? What's his name?
And most people would say it's probably a tight end, to be
No,
honest.
technically yes, but
Right.
I know you got it. What's his name?
Shakir,
Yes,
number 10.
Shakir.
right,
Yes,
who
he is their
just
number
started
one.
to develop.
Yes.
So that's your number one right now.
Mm-hmm.
You still have dual tight ends in Knox
And Kincaid. Those are the two right there. They're gonna pull some New England stuff with that, probably.
So it's funny you said that, because now what does the roster kind of resemble?
Mm-hmm.
A two tight end system without a star receiver
Mm-hmm.
and I got to do everything quarterback.
And a decent running game. James Cook and the crew. I mean,
All right.
I'm gonna say decent.
Yeah.
It's a decent running game.
So
But Josh Allen's definitely gonna revert back to I'm gonna do everything I got to do by myself.
But
The
he's-
Josh Allen they don't want him to be technically.
hasn't he proven that he can rack up all the stats,
Mm-hmm.
but winning?
So we seeing maybe MVP talks, but with not gonna win it. Not gonna get enough votes because they're only gonna have like 9 or 10 wins.
You're being
That's
very
may,
ambitious
very.
about
I mean,
their record.
500.
Yeah, I would say.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, I don't see much more than that. Overall.
Obviously, you're drafting a receiver in the first round,
Oh
right?
yeah, absolutely.
But that's like 29-ish.
Yes.
So there's nothing wrong with getting a receiver at the end of the first round. Don't get me wrong, but the top tier one that you need is obviously not going to be there.
No, absolutely not. And
so now you're pairing a rookie with Shakir, with Knox, with Kincaid.
Yep.
And a decent run game.
Decent run game because they have a decent O line. So that's what I'm saying. Like, it's not, they don't have any strong suits anywhere. Nothing just overly powerful.
Release Tre'Davious White.
That's what I'm saying.
Poyer.
The whole secondary.
Released Micah Hyde.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The whole secondary's gone.
So as of right now, 500. Good luck to you, Buffalo. Because nobody circles the wagons.
Like the Buffalo Bills.
Yeah.
Sorry about that, Rich. I wish you were here for that one.
Yeah, I'm not burying you guys. I'm just saying.
You know it's a tough road ahead, my man.
Step brothers.
You know.
What are you doing? I'm burying you.
Yes, burying. We can bury him technically. Okay, so you say draft-wise for your Dolphins.
Mm-hmm.
You say you feel like you've had the worst offseason because everybody you've lost.
No, that was just me being the pessimist.
Yeah, but
they've made actually some crucial signings.
Y'all have made. I was gonna say you made some good signings.
Cheaper
though.
versions of, because obviously we couldn't keep the likes of Wilkins and everybody else.
Right.
But I think the signings are very underrated. It just depends on statistically if they play out. But we're in this position because we have to pay our future quarterback.
Yeah.
So it's all a part of the rookie salary cap, and it's a business at the end of the day.
And shout out to Tua saying he's not gonna hold out. You know what I mean? Shout out to him
There's
on
no
that.
point because
there's no point to hold out. I felt the same way.
Reassured him a contract is coming. It's just business takes time.
Yeah.
I'm just hoping that he's not going to be the highest paid because
financially
we can't afford it. He doesn't have to be.
No, he doesn't have to be. Just because you're up for a contract don't mean you have to get the most money.
You don't have to get the max.
That does not mean that at all.
But so far, I like all the moves. I believe in what we have at front office between Greer and Dan Marino as the VP and McDaniel as the coach and everybody in between. So all I can do, because I've done it my whole life, is still continue to believe. I just hope and wish, similar to you seeing a Hawks championship, that I wish I get to see a Dolphins Super Bowl in my lifetime.
Yeah, well, I'd rather put it on a Falcons Super Bowl than say a Hawks championship because
my apologies.
We'll get to them at some point later on, just because. Yeah, even though I'm repping them, it's because the end of the season, so I'm gonna go ahead and just get it out my system now.
Well, I'm burying.
Yeah, I'm pretty much there. Yeah, that's who needs. I got the shovel waiting on him. Pow! So you smack him upside the head with that.
Sneak up behind him like the Undertaker.
Yes, yes. Rest in peace. Like, it's ridiculous, but yes. So for my Falcons though, I'm not gonna say I'm on the Kurt wagon, okay? I have no choice at this point.
Agreed.
I have to.
You as well, Kurt?
I have to take it for what it is, okay? Now, do I feel like it's going to be some miraculous thing when we get to the playoffs and this is going to be the moment where he is going to shake all the playoff woes and the primetime woes? He's
got the defense to do it.
He does.
He's got the offensive weapons to do it.
He does, and no way that I wouldn't be over the moon happy about it. I just can't necessarily see it right now. So
on paper,
yeah,
just look at it on
paper. I know it, man, and I'm rolling with him though. I have no choice. He's rocking 18. I don't know if that's a thing.
Peyton Manning.
Yes, I'm saying I don't know if that's a thing when it comes to that. But
went to Denver and did what?
Won Super Bowl
with the defense.
Last couple of years in the defense.
Shout out to Demaryius Thomas.
Rest in peace, baby.
Speaking of baby, are you missing a child? Okay. All right.
Okay. Just checking. Okay. But yeah, shout out to Demaryius Thomas, man. Rest in peace. Georgia Tech guy, Georgia guy, all the way around.
Is this the rest in peace segue?
Why not?
Yeah, here
Let's
we are.
do it.
Here we go. Shout out to Spicy Fits.
Shout out to it. Look, okay, so that was also part of the Get It Off My Chest segment, and we were doing the shout out to one of not if it's a shout out, we was just giving a mention to
there you go.
One of the greatest running backs to ever play the game, Heisman Trophy winner, whose life took a turn later on after his career. He just passed away, and that is Orenthal James Simpson. The Juice was loose. Okay. He was loose. It's just, life went a bunch of different ways for him. Ooh, Jesse says the Steelers are winning the chip. We're gonna put a pin in that, sir. We'll be back to that. I'll bring up those.
Is there a year on it?
No, this year. I guess he's saying. No,
sir.
I'm assuming he's talking this year. But
Jesse,
we'll put a pin in that. I'll come back to it just because.
Good try, though.
It was just because I like the Steelers.
32, 34.
Oh, not that far. Oh man.
This year? No.
But
who's the quarterback now?
Russell.
Oh, that's right.
With Fields in the wings.
So obviously Broncos country was let's ride.
Oh, don't do this.
So what's Steelers?
Don't do
Nation.
This.
Let's weld.
No. If you say don't do this.
Get ready for it.
No, don't do this. Just let it.
You're gonna see the Subway commercials with a little Steeler Miners helmet.
Not the hard hats, none of that shit. No,
My
We're
MVP
not doing this.
sandwich
This
is the number.
This is a A1 organization, sir. We are not doing that. We are not doing it.
I make myself laugh sometimes.
Steeler Nation is Steeler Nation. Terrible towers are terrible towers.
So speaking of OJ, my favorite one that I've seen so far, because everyone's making their memes,
it's everywhere.
Shout out to Rainey. He shared one with me this morning. It made me chuckle. A couple ha-has. My favorite one is, I was told that there's a special place for me down here.
Oh. Oh, that's deep.
You got one?
No.
No?
I'm fresh out.
Oh, all right. We'll come back.
But it's like, it'll be one to come back to eventually at some point. But the Juice took a bunch of turns and twists, and in his life,
Slow ride.
It was actually a very fast ride. It was a chase.
He wasn't that fast though.
But
if you watched it.
Well, I mean, it was high speed. It was a high speed chase.
But he was going most of it.
And he is forever known for the Bronco. Anytime I see one, I think that. I don't care about the new ones or whatever. It's the Bronco. Somebody said I saw a old school
plate
one
that said not OJ.
No, that would be. I haven't seen that. If I see that,
I'll show it to you.
Okay, I'll see that one. I gotta see that one.
I would do it too, especially if it was the same, make, model, color, everything.
Man,
like,
what? That would be
not who you think it is.
maybe not. So
Are we gonna shine bright like a diamond?
Well, take us into commercial break. That is our commercial cue.
There it is.
That is our cue. Let's take a break, pay some bills.
About that commercial time?
Mm-hmm.
About that commercial time? Yeah, let's pay some bills. Shout out to the MX Broadcasting Company of Power 108.9. We'll be back for the second half of episode 31 of the Gary and Harry Show. Special guest RyanBeasley.com in the building. We'll be back for the second half. Thanks, Mike.
Be right back in a minute.
At first, I thought it was, Shine Bright Like a Diamond, because Mike's been singing it all morning. And then I thought it was Toto's Africa underneath the report that's coming on.
Oh. Ryan, can you pass me a water, please? I left some water today. Thank you.
Some would say.
Johnny told y'all what happened now. Johnny told y'all what happened. Yes.
Oh. Here they come.
Yes, Johnny told y'all.
Here they come.
Oh, man.
I shouldn't have said it.
Oh, man. That's tough. That's tough right there.
Did you see the one with the devil, like he was
Oh no, I didn't see that.
South Park has an episode tonight.
Oh yeah, they have to. In the next couple of days, if they don't have one tonight.
Yeah, it is Saturday.
Really? Oh, are you talking about? I thought you were talking about because they doing episodes on Saturday now.
No, just because it's Saturday, so I guess whenever their next episode would be.
Oh, okay, yeah, they'll be up. Ryan, no, it's check. I feel like there's something there. You good?
No. Oh, okay.
There's something there.
She farted.
You don't have to blame it on her. It's okay.
There's
I
something there.
don't fart. No.
No, we good.
Yeah.
Okay.
Apparently. Well, stop messing.
I feel like something's there. It's itching.
No. Oh wait, actually.
Oh, my bad.
Are you?
I don't know. I guess so. I don't care. I'm a human being. It's fine. But yeah, I just want to make sure I wasn't showing nothing to the people.
Yeah, no.
All right, cool. Let's see.
I'm sorry, what? No, thank you, RyanBeasley.com. For most of your smell good needs, visit RyanBeasley.com.
Specify what you're saying. No, thank you.
No, that's not necessary. That's not necessary. Ladies and gentlemen, we're back for the second half of episode number 31 of the Gary and Harry Show, sponsored by Power 108.9 and the M. Alex Broadcasting Company. Thank you, Mike, for episode number 31. We got RyanBeasley.com in the building.
31 episodes in. Welcome back, everybody. We are back with continuing the finish up of this. No, matter of fact, we're good on the NFL. We will probably talk about the juice. Just I feel like it's going to happen again. But anyway, let's go to I highly recommend.
Yeah. Mike turned me on to Neil Brennan's new stand-up on Netflix.
Okay.
Highly recommend.
Okay.
He's got a bunch of funny one-liners, and a lot of people know him from the pandemic. Chappelle's writer or
Yep.
co-writer.
Right.
But previously, he would always talk about his mental health.
That's the dude with the glasses, right? The little.
Correct.
Yeah.
Nerdy-looking white guy.
Yeah.
but
He's
can,
hilarious.
Can make the world laugh. He's
funny,
great.
He's a funny dude.
And if you ask a lot of comedians who's in like their top 5 right now,
Mhm.
everyone's saying Neil Brennan.
Yeah.
Which is unfortunate, but I'm glad he's finally getting his recognition because he's been doing it since 2000. But he comes out in the very beginning just talking about mental health, and he's like, "I'm good, guys. Sucks for y'all."
Right. I
Uh,
mean, he's done some classic stuff though over the years, just as far as writing, especially when talking Chappelle Show
Mhm.
and just writing with Chappelle. It's some
Yep.
classic stuff, man.
But check out his new stand-up. Mike, do you remember what it was called? Neil Brennan's new stand-up. Do you remember what it's called? Just like Happy Days or Good
Right.
Times or something like
Yeah.
that. But he's doing better. Check it out. It was a phenomenal stand-up, and he makes certain comparisons to, make you cry laughing, basically.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
highly recommend.
Highly recommend. Okay. I don't have a lot, but what
Okay.
I will say is I'm still pushing for my next level chef dogs. Getting close to the finale.
Here we go.
It's been legit.
Here we go.
Okay.
Y'all
It's
didn't warn me about that show.
I tried to.
What do you
You
mean?
been watching it?
I watched an episode.
An episode?
My heart rate.
It's crazy,
my blood
right?
pressure.
It's crazy.
All right. Well, since you're
It's-
talking about heart rate and blood pressure, how much? Because you started to watch Snack for a Chef, right?
Yes.
Like that one.
Yes.
Well, what's
But-
up with that? Snack versus
Oh,
chef?
it's super good.
Go ahead, Ryan.
That's where I was gonna bring my snacks.
Oh, okay. I got you.
But you attempting to create some of them as well,
Yes.
right?
Mm-hmm.
Cooking lessons and learning lessons, right?
That's what I'm talking about, Ryan. Keep chef it up, man.
My fruit roll up.
It didn't work out the way you wanted it to.
It's a process. It starts somewhere, so it's a process,
Somewhere.
right?
Mhm.
Okay.
It started when I forgot it was in the oven.
It's a process.
That's
You
yeah.
gotta start somewhere,
Started
right?
and ended right there.
Sometimes you learn how long things take to cook, and then you cook them a little bit less the next time.
There you go. Just gotta watch
Right,
it.
okay.
Or set a timer.
If you
Yeah,
want to,
I'm well on my journey.
very good.
It's good,
You
good
want
to
a
hear.
medium well steak, leave it on till tomorrow.
Yeah.
You want something a
not
little bit
tomorrow.
less, cook it a little bit less.
Not tomorrow.
I'm trying to make you feel better.
Oh.
It's okay. You're fine.
But snack for a chef.
Yep.
Anyways, the whole concept
Uh-huh.
is they'll literally say recreate a Dorito.
Or an Oreo.
It's not as easy as it sounds.
Okay.
So they have all of these home cooks,
Yeah.
right? Whatever they were.
They might have a restaurant. They might just cook like for their friends. They might have a bakery. It's all
Okay.
Oh, I didn't know they were like legit restaurant owners. I thought some of them were just like, okay.
Okay.
So some sort of culinary background, basically, but
Yeah.
their goal or object is to recreate Oreos or Cheetos or Doritos, and then simultaneously, the other half of the challenge is they have to create something themselves, slip it into like a marketable bag, and then
Okay.
pitch it to somebody while they're eating it, kind of thing.
Copy that. Okay.
So as far as the food shows,
Yeah,
right
yeah.
up your alley.
yeah.
But next level chef, our apologies for not warning you that your heart will palpitate.
Yeah. It's intense, man. What was going on? Do you remember what they were cooking?
I think easily I can imagine you would get trouble watching them run to
Yes,
put their plate
That's
on.
exactly
Yeah.
what it was.
Yeah, because I mean,
Platform.
think about it. People are yelling at 5, 4, 3.
Yes.
And you got Gordon Ramsay like, get to the platform, get to the
And then it's
platform.
moving,
Yep.
and then
It's
someone like cut someone off.
Yeah.
And put their plate
Oh,
on
I would
their
easily do
plate.
it. Like accidentally bump into somebody. Like, I would flip their plate like easily,
I don't know.
and I would make it look like an accident.
I don't
too,
know if it
you
would go too well. I mean, someone got stiff armed this year. Like somebody got Heisman. They were going for the platform, and she was like, psh,
Face.
well, behind her in the back, boom, like straight. Yeah, it was tough. It was
Cheap shot.
legit. Like it had me on the floor. I was rolling. Had me rolling on the floor. But yeah, next level chef is getting down to the final 6 chefs, I believe.
Okay.
And yeah, it's legit, man. Anybody likes cooking shows, it's out there.
Did you finish Snack for a Chef? I'm not gonna spoil it,
No, I did.
but highly
Okay.
recommend.
What platform?
It's on Netflix.
Copy that. Okay, cool. I'll get to
Yeah.
that. Netflix.
Yeah.
I'll do it. Well, I've done a lot of shows on Netflix as far as the cooking shows. One of my favorite was back in the day was the All-Star Barbecue Show, the Backyard Barbecue Showdown.
You did tell me, and I started
yeah,
to watch it. But
it was legit.
not exactly what I want to watch. But
Yeah, no, I get it. Yeah, you got to be in the mood for that kind of stuff.
Thank you. I was
Yes.
like,
Yes.
I
How much brisket?
literally eat this in some version every day.
All the time. All the time. But yeah, so that is my level of highly recommend. Today it was more about getting the food show out there and seeing what you had when it came to that. But good stuff on the way. Now, basketball. Your Heat are at the 7th spot.
So we are half of game out of 5th, and literally 5th through 10th is separated by 1.5 games, if I'm not mistaken.
I'm looking at it now. Yes.
Because I literally looked at it last night, and I'm just like, do you know how crucial this Indiana game was? This is my get it off my chest segment.
Let's go.
Here, it's coming, by the way.
Let's go.
You know how crucial that Indiana game was, that the refs blew so many calls to the NBA had to apologize to us.
Yes.
It's too late. I'm done. Thanks, Ryan. But no, go ahead. Yeah, that's fine. I'll ramp it up again. I saw you getting ready. You're multitasking, obviously. Take 2. You want me to do it again?
Appreciate that, Sham. So talk about my shirt.
Hey, it's a great shirt.
Thank you.
Again, why I was saying the championship, but
Yeah.
didn't want to say it about the Falcons.
Understood.
Do you know how crucial it was that
Yeah.
the NBA had to apologize to the Heat, that the refs blew so many calls in the Indiana game that is now ultimately coming down to the standings, if you look at it, going to force us to play in a play-in
Yeah.
once again,
Yeah.
and it's going to make us do what?
Gotta
The
pull it
world
out.
against the Heat,
Yeah,
always,
gotta
but
pull
it
it
just
out.
pisses me off that we're going to miss a potential 5th seed.
Yeah.
Not that I'm looking forward to play Cleveland or Boston or Philly
Right.
or anybody, but the principle of the matter.
Mm-hmm.
That it's like, oh yeah, my bad.
Sorry, we missed that.
What-
What is that? That means nothing now. I understand.
Thank you.
I'll get it off your chest, brother. I understand. Yeah, man. So, I mean, now you really it's coming
And I
down
didn't
to
cuss. I did not cuss once.
you did that is very true. Now, with that,
Bullshit.
how do you see going against Philly in the play-in is
That's-
brutal, bro.
But I'll take it.
That is brutal.
I'll take it
Because they are playing like the second seed they were. Now that Embiid is back, and Maxey with more time under his belt as far as knowing I can take over when I need to. Two players in the same year going 50-plus points in a game hasn't been done in years, and they have it. They have it. Maxey is developing crazy fast, faster than I thought he was, even though he was developing fast last year. He's taking off, man.
With all due respect to Philly,
I mean,
they're like Buffalo to me.
I get it.
They
I
don't
get
scare me because they haven't progressed.
This is true. But Embiid is that guy, man. I do give him that.
He's earned every bit of the MVP. I understand that.
Yeah, he
And
is that
literally
guy.
shows you when he's missing of how valuable he is.
Which is why a MVP is there,
but
for real.
until you prove us wrong,
No doubt about it.
You're known as that
And
team,
I think they have a time now this year with the lowered expectations now. They're coming because Embiid's coming back from injury. I feel like the expectations before he got hurt were higher. Now that he's just coming back, it's like, oh, Philly's down there. But because they're not a top seed, some people forget. So I feel like
I get what you're saying.
expectations,
Yeah.
right? So, I mean, they might come off a little bit more focused, more like, hey, we want to prove that we're still one of those top teams.
Oh, yeah, they definitely have
You know
something
what I
to
mean?
prove.
Yeah,
for sure.
so, I just be careful in that play-in if that's how it ends up.
I don't want them. No, I absolutely agree.
Just
I'd
be careful.
rather play y'all.
I bet you would. Everybody would rather play us in the first round. We got to go to Chicago now because we've blown 3 games that we should have won over this time. Just lost to Charlotte after, like, come on, man.
If I'm not mistaken, though, literally wasn't that the plane last year?
Yeah, it was.
You,
We had to play Chicago.
us, Chicago, and Charlotte, right?
Yes. Last year was Charlotte, yes.
So
now it's going to, with looking at it again, like you were saying, all of y'all, well, the 5, 6, and 7, which is Orlando, Indy, and Philly, are 46 and 35. And y'all are 45 and 36 at the 8th spot. And then it drops to under 500 to Chicago at 39 and 42, and us at abysmal 36 and 45. It's
Is that
awful.
normal?
That's awful.
okay.
That is awful.
Sorry, everybody. I was just distracted. RyanBeasley.com. Yeah. Most of your smell good needs.
But I just feel like if we were to go on some kind of little run like we had before,
I'm literally tilting my head, just not trying to watch it.
You're
I'm
okay.
sorry.
It's okay. Don't worry about it.
I might as well just do this.
don't look at me.
No, I have told you many times. I just don't have experience around babies and children, and
It make you anxious.
Yeah,
It
it's
makes you a
just-
little anxious. That's all.
Concernicus. That's all. That's all.
But at the end of the day, I don't see us making a run. Do we have the talent to do something? Sure.
Of
But
course. Yeah.
I think because of our coach, I just don't see it happening.
Nah.
Yeah, man. And I wish it a year and some change at this point, which just sounds
Large
like a
enough
wasted
sample size.
time and wasted money because you're still going to have to give him his money. He'll be at the house making his money.
Hawks Nation, feel free to chime in on who you
It's
think the next
ridiculous.
Hawks coach is going to be.
It's ridiculous.
Because Quinn
okay?
Snyder's about to get
Sit over
the
there
boot.
looking like a lush over there on the sideline, hair all over the place, glasses all crooked, popping up, yelling. Just sit down, bro. I would hope not.
Is he now?
I would hope this
Is
is
he?
not his best. I would hope not. It's just awful. Anyway,
But all the more reason if this actually is his best. Okay, goodbye.
Goodbye.
We'll go find somebody
Perfect
else.
example.
You know?
Game against y'all earlier this week.
Mhm.
Double overtime.
Mhm.
There's no reason that we should have lost that game. We had the game twice, once in the fourth quarter and once in the first overtime.
Mhm.
You look at the offense, everybody's standing around. You got one person dribbling, everybody's standing looking. 40 seconds left. Clearly, we've been missing easy shots. You don't call a timeout. You got 2 of them sitting there. You just letting it roll. You're not Popovich, though. You don't have the team or the room to do that.
Mm.
Call a timeout. Try to reset them.
Regroup.
Run a play.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Do something, and you just let it go. These games mean everything. That another get it off my chest too. For
You
the
heard it, though, right?
basketball team.
How passionate I just got about literally these games mean everything because we got jobbed by the Pacers and the refs, and now it's just like it hurts to watch because you're so invested as a fan.
It's just like,
You
come
love your
on, man.
franchise, you love your team, and this is what you give me?
I get it. You know, but I It needs this era of Quinn Stein needs to be over just as fast as it started. That's just how I feel about it. And if that means us losing in play-in,
Sometimes
I think I'll sacrifice it.
How many seasons?
For the Hawks.
Yeah, how many seasons has he coached?
For the Hawks, it's
Yeah.
barely a year. It's a year and some change. They hired him during All-Star break last season. So he made it basically a whole year by the time All-Star break came. So it's another half a season now. So basically a season and a half. Awful display. And he was sitting at home.
But
when we
in
hired him.
the professional sports world, that's a large enough sample size to know he's not the guy.
Yep. And
Regardless if you signed him to a 4 or 5 year deal,
Yep.
sometimes you just got to wash your hands twice.
You got to be
It-
done with it.
You know,
Just be
it
done.
happens.
And shout out, there's no Spolsters out there, so it's not like we can, just be like, all right, so that's the one we want right there. That needs to be thought. It needs to be thought out. I need to see the list myself before I can even say who I would rather have as a coach.
Yeah, there's no point in picking the first name.
No,
but
absolutely not.
obviously after AJ Griffin's dismissal
Mhm.
in Milwaukee, you
Great
can,
start for him too, 30-13. I
You
mean,
I don't. Again, there's something weird that happened there, but
Yep.
obviously do your due diligence and
Mhm.
check out other candidates. I'm sure there's going to be some other great assistants that might be available. You can always flirt with Mark Jackson like everyone likes to do, but at the end of the day, don't hire the first guy.
no,
Just
no.
take your time.
Yeah, Mark Jackson would be cool with me. I'm fine with that, but that black ball is sitting there. I don't know what. That's just one of those things. All right, so we had both got a chance to get our
Yeah.
situation together when it comes to our basketball teams. Now we're getting close to the end right now, but
Man,
we're
that
going.
was quick.
It's getting there. It's getting there. It always goes fast,
Wow.
man. But we'll take this all the way to what we were talking about earlier as far as baseball goes, since we are in full swing. And shout out to a very smooth, I would think, first homestand.
I don't have any complaints. Good job, Braves country.
Yeah, absolutely.
I would say pretty well behaved.
Yeah, surprisingly
Yeah,
enough.
nothing crazy. At the same time,
Yeah.
obviously we can't control the weather, so
Right.
we'll make up that Mets game September 26th, something
yes.
like that.
Yes.
The day game doesn't count because clearly
We don't know how to play.
they
in
were
day
ready
games.
to go down to Miami.
But
so
that's a history coming from the last couple of seasons. Day games just don't. It's just we real iffy, man. It's a toss up on a day game, and they love to give us day games during the playoffs, which I feel like is part of the whole minutia of it.
Oh no, baseball still hates the Braves.
They hate us, bro, and I don't get it. But hey, we take it in stride, right? Now, MVP so far. I know it's very early. Marcell Ozuna.
Yeah, of course.
Not saying
but-
as far as the league, even if some people are saying that, but it's way too early for that. I don't even pay any
Yeah,
attention.
don't use that.
The
MVP
hottest
talk.
player on the team right now clearly is Marcell Ozuna.
He's doing well. Obviously, that sounded like a screenshot. Like both ends. I don't know what that was. He has came out on fire, right?
Yeah.
He's swinging. He's doing well. I like how Acuna is starting to steal bases again.
Mm-hmm.
He's what do you have 2 or 3 last night or something like that?
He's need to get out the snide with that home run.
You know.
Yeah, he's got to
he'll break out, but he
will come.
also starts slow. He's
He-
always
absolutely.
he's always been that guy.
Mm-hmm.
He'll find his power, and he'll get into. He had 4 leadoffs in
Yeah.
2 weeks.
Yeah.
He'll get back to that.
Mm-hmm.
I'm loving what I'm seeing from the bullpen.
Yeah.
I hate to have the mentality of starters literally just need to go 5 because
Pretty
of how
much.
good the bullpen has been right now.
Right.
And obviously, if they can go a little bit longer, 6 or 7
7,
would be great too.
Yeah.
But literally, all you have to do is give us 5.
Give us 5 solid innings. I can say ideally, I would like my starters to go 7 if they could.
Just literally about the pitches at the end
Yeah,
of the day, right?
yeah. And how much trouble they get in.
But now let's look at that list of people that are currently injured due to what we said was happening literally before the season started
Yeah.
last year due to the institute of the pitch clock.
Yep.
It's going to get these pitchers hurt. And sure enough, look at this list of names now with Spencer Strider being
Yep.
on the list.
Being on the list, yep.
Every ace on every team is basically out
It's crazy.
due to not only a accelerated pitch clock, but just for the fact that this is not what the body was used to. This is not something that you can get used to. This is going to forever happen now in the game.
Yep.
opening up the window of opportunity, like we spoke about in the beginning and the top of the show, of giving chances to the young guys.
Yeah.
We're hoping. All good. That's normal. Yeah. We're hoping that the young guys, the Ian Andersons, the Huskar Enoas,
Right.
the Hurston Waldrips,
Yep.
the AJ Smith Sharvers are going to get another chance at least, because there's now a starting spot in the rotation available.
Yep.
But let's not fool ourselves. Obviously, AA will still go make a move
Oh yeah.
around the
It's
deadline.
it's early. He has plenty of time to.
So Braves country, have no fear. Oh yeah, he's already been working on
Yeah,
it.
he's got plenty of time.
I don't know if this guy sleeps, but obviously in AA we trust.
Absolutely.
So Braves country, just hold on. It's going to be a fun ride.
Mm-hmm.
But just enjoy each game, because even in baseball, we understand how much each game matters.
It does. It does.
Yeah,
You
how
don't think
important it
it's
is.
162 and it's early, but they definitely matter. And we were speaking about it on the day of the postponed game about how by the time that replay do that replay in September, that it probably won't matter. Hopefully,
No, it definitely won't.
shouldn't matter.
The Braves will have it locked up.
Yeah,
But the principle of the matter.
right. If we do need it to be there, it's something that we will be able to take advantage of. But overall, I like the way the lineup's looking, and Michael Harris at the 6th spot behind Ozuna is looking really good. Kelenic balling.
Better than people expected.
Yeah, man.
Especially from his spring training.
It's something about being in that locker room, man.
It obviously
Something about it.
I don't know if you would call it the Jesse Chavez effect.
Hey, shout out to Uncle Jesse.
The fact that Atlanta gets the best out of somebody.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Whether it's the coaching, whether it's, like I said, the locker room itself, it's the mentality of, all right, we have this standard. When you come in here, you got to bring your A game or you will not play.
Yeah.
You will not play. So if we bring you in, we bringing you in for a reason, because we think you could be a piece to go get this ring.
Not that I know their relationship, but I'm hoping that Duval's also bringing him along a little bit as well.
Oh yeah, no doubt.
But being around greatness just tends to make you better.
And with Duval coming back in that locker room, that locker room with that ring too, is just like,
Veteran
hey,
presence,
it's like, hey man, we've been here, done that. Let's go do it again. When it comes to Duval, we made him a little cash, right? Now he's like, all right, you know what? Let's come on back, see if we can get us another one. And with Kelenic having some speed and having that arm out there and having some power in that bat, it's a big piece, man. It's a big piece.
Again, when we were looking at the lineup as a whole, there's two areas of concern.
Yeah.
I wouldn't even say a weakness.
Yeah.
You're just like, could possibly improve left field, could possibly improve shortstop.
Yeah.
But literally, obviously, with the production that we've been getting out of them for now, it's what do you have to complain about?
I agree. I was speaking with somebody not too long ago. They weren't big baseball fans, but they were on the line of, they didn't realize how good or fast Orlando Arcia was. And I was like,
I think he doesn't get enough credit. Like, very underrated glove, which I think way overperformed like his usual, just like his stats from last year for hitting too. Like, give this guy a little more credit.
Give him some.
All-star,
legit. All-star.
not starter, but all-star.
And it wasn't like it was last minute. Like, he was in there.
No, the whole year.
Yeah.
Career numbers.
Yeah.
Atlanta brings the best out of you.
They do, and the relationship with him and Ozzie is one of those things. Is that that's what you want. That's like if you watch a baseball movie, your second baseman and your shortstop, they are the energy, the clowns. They play all day. Like, those are the two.
Your middle infielder is crucial.
Yeah.
Behind your pitcher.
Yeah.
To turn a double play, that's the epitome of.
Yep.
So if you have a chemistry between your second and your short, and they're joking and playing really good defense,
we homies out here.
I'm excited for this team. So again, don't let the injury to Spencer Strider being out for the year scare you at all.
Right.
There's too much talent on this team.
Max Fried looked like Max Fried last night.
There's too much talent on this team to not go as far as they should go.
Now, do you give Max $30 million a year?
Why?
I'm just asking, because it was $15 million off arbitration.
One game at a time.
I know.
One game at a time.
But it's a big question.
You do another 2021 run.
Yeah.
Mad Max getting stepped on.
Yep.
Damn near perfect performances in the playoffs. absolutely worth
Let's
every
do it.
penny.
Let's do it.
Today,
No.
you're still on an expiring contract.
Today, I'd say 21, 22.
Why put a number on it? You
I'm
don't
just
have
saying,
to,
like,
right?
if, you know, off of
You
15,
said his arbitration number is
it was 15.
okay. So 15 then.
Yeah.
For now.
Yeah.
The number hopefully can go as high as you want to.
Yeah.
If you get it up to 30, great, you've earned it. For now, continue to pitch like your contract depends on it.
And that, right, like you want to be
Because
here.
it does.
Like you want to be here. Because bad performance of this season,
I'm not going to say whether you want to be here or not. It's a business at the end of the day,
exactly.
right? In order to earn that next mega contract,
Yep.
you have to perform.
If you look at all those stud pitchers who are free agents this year, this past offseason, you got to bring it, man. You got to bring it. And if you consider one of the best lefties in the league, you got to bring it.
He is known as that guy.
Yeah.
And he shows you at times he's that guy.
Yeah.
So go earn that money.
I agree. We behind you, Max. Let's do it. At the end of the day, now with Spencer being gone, you definitely that ace again.
I will
You
say
are that 1A ace.
The Cy Young is yours to lose.
Yes, go get it.
All right.
Go get it. The last left-handed pitcher we had in Cy Young talk was what? Who?
Warren Spahn.
Yeah,
Who
like
knows?
like.
Feel free to look it up and let us
Come
know.
on, man. Like you got a chance to make something happen now.
Principle of the matter is that this offensive lineup has enough
Mm-hmm.
to back him and anybody else up.
And then if we getting solid starts out of the two vets as far as Chris Sale and Charlie, that's we rolling.
I'm pleasantly surprised by Ronaldo Lopez.
What's up, Mike?
Um,
Yes, Ronaldo.
I'm very surprised by him.
Yeah.
Especially this project. And again, it's like, have we gotten to? Go ahead. Go ahead. Say it.
Come with it. You come here to play.
You know, again, I'm surprised we're doing projects with all the young prospects, but
Mm-hmm.
as a starter now, who hasn't started since like 2018,
Yeah. What, 30 years old?
converted reliever,
Yeah.
they're on gas,
Yeah, man. Saw 97, 98 up there last outing.
which is great as long as you can control it.
Yep.
And again, at the end of the day, give us 5.
Yep.
If you go longer than that and your pitch count allows it and you feel good and everything's
Perfect.
checking out,
Do it.
let it roll.
Roll with it.
But you bought and paid for that bullpen for a reason. You have to trust them.
This is very true. And with that being said, with the bullpen, I ever get a shout out to skipper Brian Schnicker.
Yeah.
For this year, so far, it seems like, knock on it. It
But-
seems like that he's not playing games as far as pulling them this year. It used to be he let him go too far sometimes. It's like, all right, you should have went and got him. This year, he's not playing games, it looks like. You get into some trouble, you give a couple runs, I don't care if it's first, second inning. You get up out of here.
But your confidence is in what?
That pen.
The depth,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
So you might not have it today, man. Shake it off, no problem. But again, I don't have to make the same mistakes in the past.
Yep.
Learn from them.
Yep.
Trusted the depth that has been bought and paid for and is on your roster.
Yep.
And now I got to say it makes your job even easier because you get to be a little less stressed. And it's like, no worries, man. Just give me another one.
And then you don't have to worry about if you do have to pull somebody early as far as the over fatigue for their next start. I mean, hey, like you say, didn't have it today. Go hit the showers. You're going to reset. Go look at some tape. We'll come back out next time. But I just wanted to give him a shout out because a lot of time we, say what he's not doing,
Mm-hmm.
right? So I'll give him a shout out on saying, he's doing a good job as far as when it's time to pull him, he's yanking him. So shout out to Snicker on that.
What's the record now? Where are we at?
We are at
About 15 games in?
we're 8-4.
12 games in?
Yeah.
First 12 games. Great job, Snip.
Absolutely, 8-4. 4-2 on the road, 4-2 at home. So
I will say the 2 games that I was off and did not work.
those are the ones we lost. I need to put it together.
Just saying.
Okay, so we gotta clean that up a little bit.
Whoa.
We gotta clean that up a little bit, bruh. You know what I'm saying?
Not that I want to work every game, right?
Yeah,
But coach, if you need me, put me in.
there you
I
go.
got you.
You know what I'm saying? Like, make sure you bring the energy in a little bit, and even if you just bring it in for a second and go back home, I know you want to come out there on an off day.
Even if you need just an intro, I'll do the intro.
Just give me a little something, just to make sure we got that
Braves country.
that sprinkled in right there.
Stand up and make some noise.
Yeah.
What's happening?
Mike said something about he can't hear us. His volume is down. I don't know about ours. He said his volume, but I don't know if he can hear it very well, so it's okay.
Oh, my apologies.
But with that, staying in baseball, how do you feel about the whole Tiny thing, man?
Ooh,
Yeah, his was his agent or his
Interpreter.
translator, excuse me. Now saying 16 million he took from him.
oh, it's past 20 now,
Jeez,
Yeah.
that is a. How do you miss that kind of money?
and you still didn't know?
Yeah, what?
Toom. Here's a conspiracy theory for you.
Come on with it.
So how do you defer $680 million and only make $20 million over the next 10 years at an average of $2 million a year? Oh, that's right. I made a lot of money gambling.
Wow.
But who's the fall guy? The interpreter.
The interpreter. It's always seemed with me they were friends.
And there's no way
Good
that you knew
friends.
any of this money was missing.
That's a lot of money, man. They just say, "Oh, where was that?" I didn't see that much money was gone.
Not that you need to have it as a multi-millionaire, clearly, but normal people, such as myself,
Oh, apparently we're speaking low. We're speaking low.
has a
We're
text
getting
message.
tired. Of course. We're getting tired.
I mean, come on, we're normal human beings.
I mean, I'm not tired.
Sorry,
per
I
se.
thought I was projecting. Apparently not.
I guess we were too comfortable in our conversation.
But normal human beings, such as myself,
Yeah.
has a text message of my bank account every
all
morning.
the time.
So you don't know or notice or had no
that's what I'm saying.
awareness
And now they're saying he's
of
the
now
victim.
20 plus. Yeah, sure.
He's a victim.
Of
okay.
course.
I just don't see it.
I'm
I
not.
feel like when someone makes that volume of money, like they're not getting the text message. They have to
No, I mean, yeah.
No. Obviously,
and say,
Yeah, but
that would be several text messages of just straight zeros.
Right, it's a whole bunch.
they're a little more like they just know that they're gonna buy something and it's paid for, but they're not really looking at the ins and outs daily. Like they have someone else for that.
Yeah, everyone has a financial advisor, consultant,
Yeah.
blah blah blah. Sure, understandable.
But as your interpreter being the one having his hands on that money, how does that? How?
It came out of his bank
You know what I
account.
mean? Wire
So
transfers.
why does your interpreter, whatever he's called, have access to your?
Yeah, that's what they say. That's the story. They were friends. And
How do
all
you
that kind of
soften the
stuff.
blow? We went to middle school together.
Right, like
Okay.
longtime friend Rob's, superstar friend. Okay,
He was slowly siphoning. That ain't slowly, buddy.
no, there's nothing slow about 20 mil.
Come on.
Like it's not piece by piece. Just 20 mil just
I'm not asking.
disappears.
I'm not asking for him to be banned from baseball.
No.
But I know he knew something.
He just broke a record, by the way, yesterday. Most home runs by a Japanese-born player.
Congrats.
He did it pretty quick. That's all I'm saying. And he broke. Remember Matsui?
He hits, of course.
That's
Hideki
who.
Matsui,
That's
yeah.
who he jumped when he got that.
Congrats. Awesome.
Yeah.
He's obviously known as a power hitter,
Raking right now too.
but I just want you to admit you knew. Like, come on, man.
He's not gonna say that. He's not gonna say it. It's not gonna happen.
At a year or two from now, watch what happens. But
Like come out that he knew, but
Mhm.
he's not gonna say it. Cause that you get Pete Rose, something like that. You know what I'm saying? I feel like I feel like it'd be bad.
again, he didn't place the bets,
No, he didn't.
but the money came out of your account.
And that's a whole lot of it.
What was Calvin Ridley's issue? He forgot to change his username on
Yeah.
FanDuel. Like,
Foolish.
Ralvin Kidley.
Like, come on, that's
Or,
foolish.
you know.
Like, so I mean, we'll see how it plays out. And just to say that, I will say once again, care less about the Dodgers. Somebody was like, what they say? I think it was the third person I was talking to about Arcia. They were like, "Oh, with that they can do something with the Dodgers." I said, "Hold up, first of all, they might have they're top heavy.
Mhm.
Okay, we have a better lineup, top to bottom, hands down. Okay, not
Oh,
worried
easily.
about them. Not
Yeah.
worried about them whatsoever.
Mhm.
Okay, y'all can ride them all you want. Go Dodgers, that's popular, but everybody knows where who you got to beat to solidify yourself a chance, and I'm not worried about them.
Beast of
Overall.
the East.
Yeah, like I'm not worried about them at all. The Milwaukee Brewers have gotten into like 3 fights already.
Well,
What's up with that?
sometimes when you don't play good baseball. You just want to take it up. Well, no. Okay, so
they're
I-
9-3.
I've actually seen a couple of their games. If you did not know, Reese Hoskins,
Yes.
former Philly
Mhm.
first baseman,
Yeah.
is now playing for Milwaukee,
Yes.
along with Our Contreras, who
Yes.
will come back.
Balling. You still think so?
Yeah, of course. Because again, look at the age of everybody on the team, right?
I hope so. He was in the top 100. Him and his brother were back to back on the top 100 list.
Yeah, I think they were like 80s from what I remember.
Yeah, maybe
80s
No.
or 60s,
something like that. Yeah.
Anyways, he will be free agent eligible in like 2027, and at that age,
He's
will-
still what,
he'll
24
be
or
like
something like that?
27 or 28.
Yeah.
So, again, to rejoin all of your friends and family who loved you and you
Got
loved
that
them,
ring, baby. Got that ring, baby.
and
Ring ties.
Of course, there'll be money for him if he wants
Yeah,
to come back.
absolutely.
And by that point, you would imagine Sean Murphy and Contreras,
Yeah.
because Darno's,
Darno's on the last couple,
you know,
last couple years.
it's just-
Still,
it
shout out
makes-
to Travis, though. He's still out there balling.
No, we can't do it without you.
Yeah.
Obviously, we're thankful that you're on the roster,
Yeah.
and I hope you're the next catcher coach or bullpen
Yeah,
coach or
no doubt.
whatever position you'd like with the organization.
Mhm.
But let's also look at long term.
Yeah.
And it's why I keep saying it. I do believe truly he will come back.
I would love it. I would love it because he's still that bat is still
Also, the
legit.
horns, the
Yeah.
trumpet was fun. to
Yeah,
hear,
that
too.
was perfect.
You know?
It was perfect. It was perfect timing every time.
But sorry, going back to Milwaukee.
What? Bring Camargo back. Oh man,
I think he's like 40 at this point. But
Johan
you know,
Johan Camargo.
um,
They brought him into the organization when he was like 16.
yeah,
bro.
he was young. He was young.
He was around for forever.
Him and Julio Teheran are probably same age at this point.
Yo, did you see him starting for the Mets the other day?
Nuts.
I was like, who's starting? Julio Teheran.
Is that his son? Oh no, it's still
No,
him.
it's still
Wow,
him.
impressive.
It's like, what?
But for Milwaukee, Reese Hoskins and I think who are they playing? Arizona or somebody? It was a dirty slide.
Okay.
It was a dirty slide,
Okay.
and it's that simple. That I remember what you did. Just like the Marlins are always hitting Acuna.
Mm-hmm.
It's just like I remember what you did, and tempers flare up. But again, it's not brawls. It's just
No.
benches clearing.
It's just clear. Get a little pushing
Hold me
and
back,
shoving.
hold me
Yeah,
back,
a little
hold me
pushing
back.
and shoving, a little scuffle here.
But more so the officiating.
Yeah.
Some of this umpiring has been so GD awful.
Man, I'm talking about bad.
And it's not even just the Braves game. Like there was one of the Mets pitchers literally bounced one in, and the umpire still called it a strike. It's like if there's ever evidence now in today's game that the home plate umpire needs to be replaced by a robot that just has an artificial strike
Oh
zone.
my goodness.
Because some of these outside balls that are
Rainey
being
says
thrown.
Wild Bill. Who's Wild Bill reference? Wild Bill. That's what Rainey said.
In terms of what?
I don't know. He just
Oh.
said Wild Bill.
Hitchcock.
I don't know.
I don't know. Shout out to Rainey. It might have just been a delay on a previous
okay,
topic
maybe
or
so.
something.
Maybe so. Maybe so.
Wild Bill.
That's what I'm saying. I'm missing.
Oh,
out.
maybe Contreras.
Okay.
Right?
Okay. Maybe so. Maybe so.
Who knows? We'll find out.
We'll
in a
find
second.
out. Yeah, we'll find out.
But it's just the officiate or the umpiring has just been
It's
so
been rough, man.
horrendous.
It's been rough. Balls and strikes. It can't come down to cause of balls and strikes.
What is it?
Julio got cut the following day. Dang. So Teheran made the start against us, and then they cut him.
Tough. That was almost like Anthopoulos bringing in Robinson Cano for literally that Mets
Yes,
series.
for that Mets series.
Wow,
that's
that's
crazy.
tough.
That is tough.
Well,
Yeah, dang. That's
Julio,
crazy.
I guess I'll see you at Waffle House, buddy.
Right, like that's crazy. Speaking of Waffle House, I hit Waffle House
What's
the other
wrong with
day. Hit Waffle House the other day. It was delicious. Okay, I hadn't went in a while, and just because I had put myself out there. The Dirty Slide, but McNeil has been very well known to slide dirty himself. So okay, the Dirty Slide.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Great job, Randy. Appreciate
Yeah,
you.
Appreciate you. But
Reporting on the sidelines. Back to you guys in the booth.
had my Josh Brown. They were playing the Mets. Old rivalries die hard, while Reese and McNeil took exception. Okay. Got some explanation going on from the fight.
JB, Josh on the sidelines as well.
Straight up.
Josh, you're coming on the show eventually too.
Yes,
Promise.
absolutely.
Promise.
But just because you said Waffle House, it popped in my head. I had a bacon Texas cheesesteak milk plate.
Yeah, like Ryan said, I know it sounded like a lot, but
Oh man,
I don't think anyone's ever had a bad Waffle House trip or experience.
I really.
But most importantly, what time did you go?
After the delay, after we got canceled.
The Thursday,
Yes,
Wednesday,
yes,
Wednesday.
delicious. It was like around 4 o'clock, something like that. 4. No, we were still here about 4, so it was like
Sober.
7 o'clock.
Sober.
Yeah,
Ish.
I was.
Very impressive.
It was delicious.
Even so,
I'm sure the
Oh man,
interaction with the Waffle House cashier was just like,
you good? Hey man, look.
I can understand you.
Bacon, Texas cheesesteak, melt plate, hash brown, scattered, covered, smothered, peppered, and capped.
what's cat?
Mushrooms. Oh,
That
you
means
got it.
no lie.
Thank you.
I just learned.
Not
Just wanted
bad.
to share.
Not bad.
Thank you.
And
Brandy, which one? The one that took Kobe to prom.
yes, that one. Angel H with the worst strike zone ever with Langford. from
Angel
the Rangers.
Hernandez needs to be retired and fired and
Yes.
buried.
And with Langford from the Rangers. Strike
Buried.
zone ever with Langford from the Rangers.
Not married.
Buried.
Buried under.
Like I'm
6
showering
feet,
you with dirt.
6
I'm
feet
burying you.
under. Yeah. And then of course I had to give me a side of scrambled eggs from my bacon Texas cheesesteak plate,
I'm getting hungry, man.
soft scramble, and then got to finish it off with the blueberry waffle, man. And that's all in one
The
sitting.
impressive part of saying gotta finish it off with a blueberry waffle.
Absolutely,
So
sir.
you weren't really that hungry.
Oh, I was starving, and it was perfect. It was amazing.
Just the ease that he said it, the carefreeness of, oh, by the way, also polished off
Finish it
a
off.
blueberry
And
waffle.
not a drop left, sir. Not a drop.
On that note,
Were you alone?
on that note, thank
No.
you so much, Mike.
Somebody got to witness this.
This
was amazing.
did anybody?
We need that.
Oh yeah.
We need the security cameras from Waffle
Oh,
House.
this was all witness.
Just immediately just start sleeping.
Yeah. Oh yeah. It was
Sir,
amazing.
time to go.
Oh yeah.
Sir,
amazing.
it's a shift change. Ladies and gentlemen, that beautiful music you're hearing in the background is brought to you by the M. Alex Broadcasting Company and
And
Power
Brandy.
108.9.
Full moon.
We do appreciate episode 31. Couldn't have done it without you, Mike. Special thank you to RyanBeasley.com. Most of your smell good needs. Promo code GHS10. It's commercial
Absolutely,
time.
It is.
My Karma Creations,
My
the
Karma
tumblers. Check out the sweet tumblers, mykarmacreations.com. That's karma with a K.
Yes.
Digestive Healthcare of Georgia.
Give it to him.
Don't be a nut. Let them look at your butt.
There it is.
Digestive Healthcare of Georgia. Colorectal screening saves lives. Please be smart.
Absolutely.
Don't be a nut. Let them look at your butt. And most importantly, for my chiropractor, Dr. Langley Family Chiropractic. If your neck and your back feel whack and you need a crack, visit Dr. Langley Family Chiropractic.
That's right, y'all. Thank y'all for joining us on episode 31. Come see us when the Braves get back in town. We are back Friday.
Next Friday.
We'll be back. So
Chopping
come
it
see
up.
us. Absolutely. Come see us. Y'all have a good Saturday. Be safe out there. Thank y'all.
Braves Country. Stand up
That's it.
and make some noise.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. There it is. Let's go. Do it. Do it.
Are we off?
Oh, no. We're still on.
Are we?
I think we're still rolling.
Mike, are we still going? We